Let's move into another effective learning strategy that you mentioned, Mark, earlier, and that's interleaving, where you have two or more subjects that you're practicing during a practice session, because it provides a form of spacing as well, but it helps your ability to discriminate between different types of problems more effectively and hopefully retrieve them more easily.
Absolutely correct. Charles, you've got it. You've got it down.
Give us an example of how that would be used. I know that the common example is math, right? Because you can have different types of math problems and not doing 20 problems of the same type, but maybe doing 5 or 6. And once you got that structure down, then changing it up 5 or 6 on another type of structure and then mixing them up. Because on the test, you're not going to see them all together anyway. They're going to be interleaved or mixed up on the test. So you have to be able to discriminate which processes to use based on the problem type.
You're absolutely right. And so when instructors in math, seems to be endemic, is that they give the student or kind of a problem. It might be doing a fraction, and then they have lots of practice on exactly that kind of problem. Of course, they change the numbers. And what they've done is they completely eliminated the opportunity for the student to understand these discriminative differences among problems. And once you eliminate that opportunity, how do you expect the learner to be able to do that later on when the problems come in a mixed format? And I want to point out, Charles, it's not just the exam. Maybe more critical is it's in your work world. So in the work world, does anybody ever tell you, Charles, well, this is this type of problem you studied in this math class, and so go ahead and solve it. Does anybody tell you that? No, they don't tell you that. They say, Charles, here's the problem. Now you've had the training, go and solve it. You're faced with exactly the situation that the training didn't allow you to complete. So this is a point that Roddy has studied extensively and is well known for, his idea of you want to learn in a way that promotes transfer appropriate processing. So if you're solving all the same problem type, that doesn't transfer. It's not appropriate for the situation where you're going to have to be solving different problems that aren't pre-identified for you. So you want to learn in the same way. You want to be given a lot of different problems and have to learn to make those discriminations so that it's appropriate for the kind of test that you're going to be faced with, a test or the business challenge or so on.